Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Hashamalikhan. Now I am going to start the last two problems on computation of income from salary, 9th and 10th. So already 8 problems I have explained you in detail regarding how to compute the income from salary. So if you have watched all the earlier previous videos on computation of income from salary, you might have got a good command on how to compute the income from salary according to the provisions of provisions of Income Tax Act 1961. So in the earlier videos, I have explained you in detail the provisions of how to compute the income from salary. So if you have not watched the earlier videos, it will be difficult for you to understand now. So I suggest you to go to the playlist of my channel, select the subject Income Tax 1 for the assessment year 2021, select the topic income from salary. Watch the earlier videos, then only you can be able to understand this. So now I am going to start the next problem, that is problem number 9. So before starting the problem, I expect my viewers to have a printout of the problems which I have given in the link under my description. So take a printout, hard copy, keep it ready before starting the problem. Now 9th problem, see carefully. The following are the income particulars of Sri Vani for the previous year ending 31st March 2020. Net salary received 5,47,250. Deductions from salary. Contribution to CM's relief fund 100% deduction 800. Premium on group insurance scheme 1200. Income tax TDS 26,000. LIP life insurance policy on life insurance premium on own policy 22,000. Then life insurance premium on wife's policy 10,900. Standard deduction 50,000. Profession tax 3,600, RPF contribution 30,250, and recovery of vehicle loan 77,000. The total of the deductions are 2,21,750. The new point in this problem is we are given the net salary after making all these deductions. The employer has made all the deductions. The total of the deductions are 2,21,750. After deducting 2,21,750, the net salary of 5,47,250 is paid to the employee. That is the new point. But according to Income Tax Act, we don't require net salary. We want the gross salary. So whatever deductions are made, all the deductions will be added back to the net salary to get the gross salary. So we need gross salary. All these deductions have to be added back to net salary. Now employer's contribution to RPF is 15% of salary. Now remember one point, already previous so many problems we have done. According to income tax rules, employer's contribution to RPF is exempted up to 12% of salary. If the employer contributes more than 12%, the excess will be taxable. Here the employer is contributing 15%. The excess is 3%. So 3% will be taxable. Basic pay is 3,63,000. Interest credited in RPF is 10.5%, rupees 24,500. So again, Income Tax Act says interest credited to RPF is exempted up to 9.5% rate. If the rate of interest is up to 9.5% exempted, if the interest is credited more than 9.5%, excess will be taxable. Now we have to calculate, because 9.5% is exempted. Here it is credited by 10.5. Now salary received includes DA at a flat rate of 11,000 per month, HRA 13,750 per month, and the remaining is entertainment allowance. So entertainment allowance is not given, EA. We have to find out EA, because from the total salary we have basic 3,63,000, DA 11,000 per month, HRA 13,750. If you deduct these three amount from the gross salary, the remaining balance will be EA, entertainment allowance. Now and the remaining is entertainment allowance. He is living in his father's house for which no rent is paid. So HRA exemption under section 10 subsection 13A will not be allowed, because he is not paying the rent. Exemption will be allowed only if the employee pays the rent. He is not paying the rent. So whatever actual HRA received is fully taxable. Now, he is provided with a car of 1.75 liters for personal and official use, and the employer pays all the expenses. Now see, a motor car is a taxable perquisite for specified employees. Who is a specified employee? Employee, director, employee, shareholder, or an employee whose salary is more than 50,000. Salary income. Whose salary income is more than 50,000 per annum. So his salary income is more than 50,000. He is a specified employee. So motor car is a taxable perquisite. Now what is the value of the perquisite? It depends on whether it is a small car or a big car. It is not given whether it is small car or a big car. So according to the provisions, if the cubic capacity cc is 1600 cc or 1.6 liters, it is called a small car. If the capacity is more than 1.6 liters, it is called a big car. So here 1.75 liters it is given. So it's a big car. A big car given by the employer to the employee for both official and personal purpose, and all expenses are paid by the employer. In that case, the value of the perquisite is 2,400 per month. 2,400 per month. Now, compute the income from salary. That's all. Now, see carefully. Computation of income from salary of Sri Vani for the assessment year. Basic pay 3,63,000 given in the problem. Right? Contribution. Employer's contribution to RPF in excess of 12% of salary. In working note, I will write down. Here you can see. Employer's contribution to RPF up to 12% of salary is exempted. The excess is taxable. The actual contribution is at 15%. In the problem, it is given 15% he contributes. So how much excess? 3%. So 3% of salary, 3% of 3,63,000, 10,890 is taxable. 10,890. Now interest credited to RPF in excess of 9.5% rate. The working note. In working note I have explained here. Interest credited to RPF in excess of 9.5% is taxable. In the problem it is given 10.5% rate. At 10.5% rate, the interest is given in the problem 24,500. But exempted rate is 9.5%. At 9.5%, how much? So 9.5 divided by 10.5 into 24,500, you will get 22,167. So up to 22,167 exempted. The remaining is taxable. So taxable interest will be 24,500 minus 22,167, 2,333. This is the amount taxable. Taxable interest, 2,333. Now, DA. DA is given in the problem. Dearness allowance is given in the problem 11,000 per month into 12, 1,32,000. EA, entertainment allowance is not given. That we have to find out in working note. Net salary means the salary paid, amount paid in cash to the employee. For income tax purpose, we need gross salary. First of all, you should be clear in your mind that for income tax purpose, we don't require net salary after deductions. We want the gross salary before deductions, before making the deductions. The gross salary is equal to net salary plus all deductions. So gross salary is equal to net salary plus all deductions. Net salary is given 5,47,250 and the total of all deductions 2,21,750. Add up both, we'll get 7,69,000. So 7,69,000 is the gross salary. Now we have to find out the entertainment allowance, EA. It is given in the problem. Salary includes basic, DA, HRA and EA. But EA amount is not given. We have to find out the entertainment allowance amount. So how to find out? Gross salary is 7,69,000. In this gross salary, basic salary is 3,63,000 given in the problem. DA is 11,000 per month into 12, 1,32,000. HRA 13,750 into 12, 1,65,000. So three items are given. The fourth and final item is EA. So take the total of these three items, 6,60,000. Now deduct 769 minus 660, 1,09,000. So 1,09,000 is the entertainment allowance. It is not directly given in the problem. We have calculated it, right? So 1,09,000 is the EA. Now HRA is given in the problem 1,65,000. So 1,65,000, how we got 13,750 given in the problem? 13,750. 13,750 into 12. 13,750 into 12, 1,65,000 is HRA. Now in working note you should write, I have not written here, you should write in working note, the SSC will not get exemption for HRA because the SSC is not paying the rent. The actual HRA received is fully taxable, no exemption. The actual HRA received fully taxable. Now perquisite, motor car. It is given in the problem, a car of 1.75 liters means it is a big car. Up to 1.6. Up to 1.6 liters it is a small car. Over 1.6 liters it is a big car. So here in the problem 1.75 liters big car is provided for both official and personal use. Official and personal use, and all expenses are paid by the employer. So the value of the perquisite is 2,400 per month here. Car provided for personal and official use, all expense paid by employer. It's a 1.75 liters car. So it's a big car. The value of the perquisite is 2,400 per month into 12, 28,800. Motor car completed. Then we can take the gross salary. Gross income from salary 8,11,023. Gross income from salary. Now three deductions are allowed under section 16. First, standard deduction under section 16(1)(a). Every problem we are having, this is a statutory deduction, compulsory deduction. So standard deduction is list of the following two amounts: actual income from gross income from salary or fixed amount 50,000. So gross income from salary you got 8,11,023. 8,11,023 or fixed amount 50,000, whichever is less. 50,000 is less. So 50,000 standard deduction. EA deduction. EA deduction will not be allowed because the SSC is a non-government employee. EA deduction will be allowed only for government employees. For non-government employees, no EA deduction. Put a dash. Then profession tax paid, it is given in the problem. Under deductions, it is given 3,600 is the profession tax paid. The total is 53,600. Deduct 53,600, 7,57,423. This is the income from salary. That's it. So this is the end of problem number 9. Come on viewers, the last and final problem, 10th problem on computation of income from salary. Now I'm reading out the problem, see carefully. Mr. Rahul is working since 1/4/2011 as an accountant in central government department. The first point, it's clear the SSC is a government employee. Compute income from salary. Basic pay 14,500 per month. Then DA 7,500 per month. So directly we can take rent-free furnished house in Hyderabad city is provided. Employer is paying 6,000 per month as rent, but rent of similar accommodation is 7,500 per month. Rent fixed by the government is 1,500 per month. Cost of furniture provided 60,000. Now we have given different information for rent-free accommodation. The one point you have to remember, for government employees, rent fixed by the government is the value of the perquisite. We are not concerned with rent of similar accommodation or rent paid by the employer. For government employees, rent fixed by the government 1,500 rupees per month. That is the value of the perquisite. 1,500 per month into 12, 30,000. 18,000, sorry. 1,500 per month into 12, 18,000. Into plus 10% of the cost of furniture provided. 60,000, 10%, 6,000. Then entertainment allowance EA, fully taxable, but later on EA deduction under section 16(2) will be allowed because the SSC is a government employee. Then during the previous year she took loan, education loan at 2%. SBI rate is 10.05% from the employer rupees 2 lakh. That means SBI rate of interest on education loan is 10.05%, whereas from the employee has taken the loan from the employer at a concessional rate of only 2%. So we'll find out how much is the concession. 10.05 minus 2 is 8.05 is the concession in interest rate. So 8.05% into 2 lakh rupees, that is the value of the perquisite. She contributed 12% of salary to pension scheme and equally contributed by the employer. Employer's contribution to pension scheme is fully exempted from tax. Then the employer provided the following: a small car for personal and official purpose. A small car is given for personal and official purpose, and all expenses for private use are paid by himself. That means small car is provided by the employer to the employee for official and personal use, but whenever the car is used for personal purpose, the expenses are paid by the employee. Then the value of the perquisite is 600 rupees per month, because the personal use expenses are paid by employee himself. That's why the value of the perquisite is 600 rupees per month. Then club membership fee for family members 7,500. Club membership fee of the family paid by the employer. It is fully taxable perquisite. Next, expenses paid by the employer for private tour for family members 25,000. The family members of the employee goes on private tour, and all the expenses 25,000 are paid by the employer. It's a fully taxable perquisite. And reimbursement of medical expenses in a private hospital 40,000. Medical expense incurred in a recognized hospital is tax free, whereas reimbursement of medical expense in unrecognized hospital or a private hospital fully taxable. तो प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में जो reimbursement हो रहा है, that is fully taxable. Then cost of training expenses paid by the employer 10,000. The cost of training or refreshers courses attended by the employee is fully exempted from tax. Profession tax paid is 3,000. That's all. These are the contents of the problem. I have explained all the points. Now, how to present it in the solution. Computation of income from salary of Mr. Rahul for the assessment year. Basic pay 14,500 into 12, 1,74,000. Now allowances DA 7,500 per month into 12, 90,000. And EA 2,500 into 12, 30,000. Directly given in the problem, no calculation, nothing. Perquisite. Rent-free accommodation. Rent-free accommodation, furnished accommodation. So first of all, in working note, rent-free accommodation, the SSC is a government employee, so rent fixed by the government is the value of the perk. The value of the rent-free unfurnished accommodation is 1,500 per month into 12, 18,000. And 10% of the cost of furniture, 10% of 60,000, 6,000. So 24,000 is the value of rent-free furnished accommodation. 24,000. Loan from employer at concessional rate. Just now I told you SBI rate of interest is 10.05. Employer is charging only 2%. So 8.05 is the concession in the matter of rent, in the matter of loan, interest on loan. The value of the perquisite is 8.05% of 2 lakh 16,100. 16,000. Motor car provided by employer 7,200. How we got it here? Motor car provided by employer. Small car used for official and personal use, but the personal use expense are paid by employee himself. This is the first time we are coming across this provision. The personal use expenses are paid by employee himself. So the value of the perquisite is 600 rupees per month for small car. If it is a big car, 900 rupees per month. So 7,200, we'll take it here. Club membership fee paid by the employer, fully taxable, 7,500. Club membership fee paid by the employer, fully taxable, 7,500. Then expenses paid by employer on private tour, expenses, fully taxable. Expense paid by employer on private tour, fully taxable, 25,000. 25,000. Then reimbursement of medical expense in private hospital, 40,000, fully taxable. Cost reimbursement of medical expense in private hospital, fully taxable, 40,000. Next one is cost of training expenses paid by employer, tax free. So cost of training expense paid by the employer is fully tax free. Fully tax free, exempted from tax. Now profitability of salary is not there. Gross income from salary 4,13,800. 4,13,800 is the gross income from salary. Now standard deduction under section 16(1)(a). List of the following two amounts: gross income from salary or 50,000, whichever is less. So So here I have shown 50,000. EA deduction under section 16(2). The SSC is a government employee, so EA deduction will be allowed to the least of the following three amounts. What are the three amounts here? 20% of salary. Salary means only basic. Basic salary is 1,74,000. 20%, 34,800. And actual year received. Actual year received is 30,000. Here you have taken. Actual year received 30,000. Or fixed ceiling given by Income Tax Act 5,000. Whichever is least, 5,000 is least. So 5,000 rupees. Now profession tax given in the last line 3,000. Take the total 58,000. Deduct 3,55,800. This is the income from salary. That's all. So 10 problems I have explained you in detail regarding the computation of income from salary. The Income Tax Act has given 5 heads of income. Income from salary, income from house property, profits and gains of business or profession, capital gain and income from other sources. Among these 5, the lengthiest head is this one, computation of income from salary. So until and unless you watch the provisions with full concentration, with full focus, you cannot be able to solve the problem. So my suggestion, you must have some patience. You must have some interest in watching the provisions. So this theory, videos are very, very important. So if you want the complete command on the subject, if you want to gain the confidence on the subject, take the interest. Take the interest in learning, in watching the theory videos, then come to the problems. Definitely you will get a lot of confidence in solving the problem of income tax. So already we have completed income from salary. In the next video, I'll start the next head, that is income from house property. That head will not be so lengthy as this income from salary. So hope if you are satisfied with my lecture, if you think that these videos are really increasing your knowledge, then give a like to the video. Share this channel in your group, in your friend circle, so that more students can watch the videos and gain the confidence, get the command of the subject. And subscribe my channel if you have not yet subscribed. Okay, see you then again in the next video on the next topic, that is income from house property.